Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Today's guest is Rudy. Rudy grew up in California in the United States, and his parents are originally from China. Rudy's been teaching English in Japan for about the last 3 years, and at the moment he's spending the winter snowboarding in Niseko. Before he taught in Japan, he also spent 6 months teaching in Egypt. I asked him how teaching in Egypt was.
It's pretty awesome. It's just really exotic and just totally different from back home. I was really interested in the area and in the Middle East, and I studied like Middle Eastern politics in uni and in college, and I don't know, just really interested in language too. Studied some Arabic in college.
Kia ora, in Stick News today, 1,500 tons of timber has fallen off a Russian ship in the English Channel. The timber has started washing up on beaches in England, and authorities have warned people they are not welcome to help themselves. Last week, a Russian ship was travelling from Sweden to Egypt when rough seas caused some timber to fall overboard. The wooden planks have now started washing up on beaches in southeastern England. CNN reported some locals have taken some of the wood home. One local scavenger was quoted as saying, "I've got a leaking roof and I think it might be really good for that job." But a spokesperson for the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency said it's not a case of finders keepers. Anybody who does recover any timber must report this, or they're committing a criminal offence. And that was Stick News for Monday, the 26th of January. Kia ora. Why did you decide to teach English? Why did you choose Japan? Do you enjoy teaching? What do you most enjoy about it? Do you speak Japanese? How did you learn Japanese? Do many people in Japan think you're Japanese? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What's the reaction usually like when you start speaking? Why did your parents move to the States? Do you speak Chinese? Do you have any advice for people who are studying English?
I think it's because I just wanted to live overseas and experience different cultures and live in different countries and stuff. Pretty much came for the mountains because I like snowboarding in the winter a lot, and in the summer I really like hiking and camping around. And I don't know, Japan was just like on my list, I guess. Yeah, I do. Teaching's pretty fun. It's just, yeah, it's not an office job where, you know, I'm stuck in a little cubicle in a chair in front of a computer with a boss looking over my shoulder. When I'm teaching English, I'm my own boss in my classroom. It's my classroom, and I can talk to interesting people. Yeah, the students, I think, because there are just so many different personalities you meet. I speak a little bit of Japanese. It's not that great, just a little bit. Half of it is like self-study, just looking at the textbook in my free time, and half of it is just going out and just practicing and talking to my Japanese friends that I meet. Yeah, like all the time. Sometimes it's a good thing, because I can just blend in, I guess. And yeah, not feel like everyone's looking at me funny or something. So everyday life can be pretty smooth, but at the same time, because I look like I can blend in, it can be hard because people think I can speak Japanese fluently because I'm Japanese and whatnot, but I can't, so I can't really blend in as perfectly as I hope. It varies, I think. It varies. Sometimes they get it right away. They know, oh, okay, you're obviously, you speak English fluently with an accent, you're American or Canadian or something like that. Some people think that I'm Korean or Chinese or something like that, who can't speak a lot of Japanese because they just came from Korea or China. So usually the reactions, it's neither positive nor negative, it's pretty neutral. Yeah, I don't get any negative vibes or particularly, if anything, more positive vibes. Actually, initially they moved to Canada for college. They both went to the University of Toronto, and I think that's where they met. So they went to the University of Toronto, and then over the years they became Canadian citizens. And then after my family moved around a bit, we ended up settling in California. And then since I've been in California since I was like 5, and I pretty much grew up there, and then my mom became a naturalized citizen, and then so did I. So therefore I'm now a dual Canadian-American citizen. Yeah, speak a little bit of Cantonese. A little bit of Cantonese. It was a deal where my parents speak to me in Cantonese as a kid, and I answer back to them in English. So I can understand some Cantonese, like at home type Cantonese, but I can't really speak much. I can if I try, but sometimes I just can't find the words. It's mostly effort, I think. Effort. If you really want to learn a language, not just English, just put a lot of effort into it.
True or false? Rudy's parents were born in Korea. False. They met in California. False. Rudy used to teach in Egypt. True. People in Japan often think he's from Egypt. False. He can speak some Cantonese. True. And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. Bye.